but you have to understand you're not special.
Decisions, can you call the supervisor here, because I don't know how long you've been on the job.
He's gonna get told tonight.
Welcome back to the Balion channel, guys. Today we head to Hondo, Texas for a video where an arrogant sovereign citizen finds out the fastest way to get your Chevy Camaro impounded is by listening to con men online. Right, let's get into the video.
Hey man, could you do me a favor? I'm blocking the entryway. Could you pull up just a little bit so I could get right behind you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Going?
How's it going?
Officer Martinez on a police department.
Nice
hey man, we've stopped you before, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Hey, obviously you know the reason for the stop, man. I saw that you
the plates?
your license plate.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license with you?
What's the reason?
You know the reason.
Right, but so you're saying that I don't have the license plate, so you need to identify me?
Yes, it's a traffic infraction. I mean, we had a really long discussion, like an hour and a half.
Yeah, for sure.
What, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
No, I for sure. It's all on video. I remember it.
Yeah.
Now, a sovereign citizen wasting time and dragging a traffic stop out for an hour and a half over a minor violation is not that surprising. But the fact that this happened in the state of Texas is...
So I can provide my driver's license since I'm basically being... You're asking me to provide it for you, right?
Yeah, I'm asking.
So... Respectfully, you already know my name, so
I don't. I just remember you said it was like Blackfoot because you're Native American.
Right, that's the license plate. I mean, that's the name that I would prefer to go by, but the state knows me by this name. Here's my driver's license.
Well, he seems to have a driver's license at least, and he's not been a total dick about handing it over, so I would say there is hope for this guy. That was until I looked at one of his pages. And as you can see, not only is he way down inside that rabbit hole, he believes the earth is flat as well. So it's only a matter of time before we see a video of him rescinding his driver's license at the DMV.
I can provide you the contract because I do have it with me this time. So last time that I encountered you, I wasn't able to provide the contract because I didn't have it on me, but I do have it on me right now.
Can I take a look at it?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be my briefcase.
You said you bought this car from your cousin, right?
Yeah, so it's my cousin's wife's vehicle, but he's the one that kind of hooked me up.
Yeah, this all sounds a bit vague to me. Does the previous owner, who appears to be family, know about your unwillingness to abide by the law? And did they know what they were getting themselves into with that supposed contract? I do hope they read it. And what's going on with the title? Have you transferred it into your name yet? Because that could be a problem for them in the future. And not registering it is going to be a problem if and when you try to get it released from the tow yard.
So this is what I gave the trooper that, you know, obviously has nothing to do with the contract.
Is this the code of ethics?
Yeah, that's the code of ethics. I mean, here's the contract.
Sorry. How you doing?
Doing good.
So yeah, and it's kind of a lengthy contract, but there's just a few clauses that kind of outline.
Who did this contract?
I did.
Okay.
So it was drafted by me, signed to and agreed by the lady that owned this vehicle.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend and act like I understand all of it, man.
Yeah, there's a definition section kind of put in plain language.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that supposed contract of sale going to be enough to get it out of car jail when the time comes? Or will you need to involve the previous owner in all these shenanigans? Time will tell, I guess. By the way, I would love to pore over this supposed contract just for fun, especially the definitions section, which will no doubt be cherry-picked to fit his narrative.
So it's not trying to be like over anybody's head, you know. I'm trying to be fully plain language, like anybody can interpret it. They don't have to be like versed in legal jargon, you know what I mean? So
I'm gonna be honest, I definitely don't have all the time in the world to read through this.
Yeah, for sure.
But I remember giving you my personal Gerber for you to put on your back license plate, and I'm not 100% sure if you're totally aware, but you're supposed to have license plates on the front and the back of the vehicle. And I think
that was the warning, right? Yeah, that was the warning.
Officer Palacios just said, hey, just put the back one on.
Yeah.
Was there a reason you took it back off? Because I've seen you around.
Right. Yeah, I told him, so whenever he said, like, you know, I told him, yeah, whenever I get home, I'm probably going to take it off, officer, because...
Yeah, but I saw you, like, maybe 2 or 3 times, and I saw the license plate on there, and then I just want to know why you took it.
Oh, so you're probably talking about the day after I got pulled over or something. Like, I had just left it on there for convenience because I had to go to work. But yeah, I removed it because, you know, I'm trying to make a statement, not necessarily comply with something that I think is against my freedoms. So...
Well, get used to seeing your vehicle on the back of a tow truck then, and get ready to spend a lot of time in and out of courtrooms. That's all I've got to say to that.
And like I told him, it's not even registered to me. It's not even valid. So for me, like, it's just doing it for y'all, which I don't really feel compelled.
With the purchase of a vehicle, the state of Texas requires that you register that vehicle within 30 days of purchasing it. And I've noticed that you purchased it April 28th.
Right.
Right. What day is today?
It's past 30 days, probably like a week past 30 days or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Did you have insurance on it, or did you do the self-insurance bond?
So I haven't done any insurance. I'm still in the process of getting my bond, you know, and I don't have a problem answering that question because
you just answered it for me.
Right.
You just said that you don't have insurance.
Right.
And just because you said you're in the process of getting a self-insurance bond, that doesn't mean that you're still able to drive the vehicle. You need to have some sort of liability insurance in the state of Texas.
Yeah, I'm aware of your position, but like I said, I'm challenging the constitutionality. If you want to cite me, you know, there's...
Yeah, from the officer's tone, I think he's going to do a bit more than cite you today, especially after giving you a break by not towing your vehicle on that previous stop. You know, when you gave an identical answer for why you didn't have insurance yet. Also, good luck with challenging the constitutionality of vehicle insurance and registration, but I think the 10th Amendment might have something to say about that.
I feel like it's coming past that point, man. I feel like a lot of the officers have been pretty understanding. I definitely support what you do. Yeah. And I definitely support your freedoms and things like that. But you have to understand you're not special. Everybody else has insurance. Everybody else registers their vehicle with the state of Texas. I understand where you're coming from when you say it's a sort of a tax on the vehicles, and I get that. But you have a driver's license. You signed into a contract. You said you were 18 when you signed it.
And I'm actually planning on rescinding that contract with the court.
So you rescind this license, you're going to make it that much more difficult for yourself, man, because at that point, we might see you, and if you turn this over, like we've discussed before.
Right, I'm not going to turn it over now because you're not competent to rescind the contract.
No, I'm competent, man. Well, I just think...
I'm
not going to throw names.
I'm saying, like, judges...
I support everything you do.
Basically what I'm saying... I'm not saying you're incompetent. I'm saying, like, only judges can rescind the contract because it has to be done, like, formally is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're incompetent.
Wow. How to get your vehicle impounded 101. First drive without insurance and registration, and when you get pulled over by the officer who previously gave you a break, insult his intelligence and competence to do his job. And that's bound to do the trick.
Yeah, I'm saying,
was this done formally? Because this needs to be notarized.
Yeah, it was signed up with 2 witnesses present, which is in Texas.
Was a notary public of the state of Texas, did they notarize it for you? Because this contract's null and void if there's no notary.
Well, in Texas, it can be 2 witnesses present as well. Okay. So it's a notary or...
I wasn't aware of that.
Right. You can, I mean, if you want to correct me, if you want to look it up.
No, I'm not going to correct you because I don't have the facts.
Okay.
Okay. But I'll obviously research it
Right,
afterwards.
for sure. I can provide you the phone numbers of those 2 witnesses if you would like. I
don't want to bother them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't want to bother them.
Yeah, I don't think you being the owner of the vehicle is really an issue here. I think this is more about your reluctance to register it in accordance with the law and then continuing to drive it around without plates and proof of financial responsibility after receiving multiple tickets for said violations.
I just, like, I get what you do. And I support it, man. I really do, okay? I am a patriot.
Right.
I love this country, okay? And there are some things that I don't necessarily agree with. But the way you kind of put yourself out there...
Yeah, I'm asking for citations, I know.
Yeah,
so if you want to kind of get together...
I don't want to do that, man. Because you've gotten, I don't know, what, 4 citations, 5 citations already?
Right, I've already had 5 citations.
I'm not 100% sure. I know
you want me to name them for you? Because I can put them, like, on the record. I'm not too worried about it, but...
I think he's actually trying to tell you that he's done giving you just citations and letting you drive away. In fact, I think backup and the tow truck have already been called, but let's see how long it takes for him to realise it. Or will the officer have to just come out and tell him straight that he's towing his vehicle, maybe?
I'm just saying, like, the last time, you know, your Officer Palacios, he kind of forced me to sign a contract, which I looked up the refusal to sign, and it didn't even have the 30 days to change your address offense listed as one of the offenses where...
And you could always bring that up to the judge.
Right, and I'm going to, if I even, you know, entertain the citation, because I did, you know, I was forced into it. But, and like, I was reading the citation's bold statement, it says that it only creates an offense by not complying with the citation if I made a promise to appear. So
whether you sign it or not, you still have to appear.
I'm sure that's like
it's like a goodwill gesture saying, yeah, I don't agree with this citation, but I'm still gonna. I promise the court that I'm gonna appear. That's all it is.
Right. It's a promise, and like I'm not gonna make a promise that I don't feel like I have to make. So,
right.
But he ended up making me sign it. So, which is why I put threat, duress, and coercion.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like that officer gave you a choice. Follow a law that has literally been a thing since 2017 in Texas, or go to jail. You either need to learn what being under threat, duress and coercion actually is, or stop using that term altogether, because listening to you describe what happened is giving me second-hand embarrassment.
And I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to risk
people that have $8,500 laying around.
Right. I'm not trying to risk just like losing the vehicle, because obviously I value it. But honestly, like.
Do you have the license plates with you?
Right. You want me to put them back on? I can put them on for you.
I don't want to do that in public, man. I don't want to do that. I don't want to create a scene.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I want to do.
Well, I just really went to go get water. I'm going back home. I can stay, you know. I'm not promising anything, but I'm not going to be, you know, harassing anybody. I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just doing things out of necessity, going to the store to eat, get groceries, going to get water,
right.
You know, going to wash my car, going to work, so.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Yeah, the persecution complex is getting a bit much now. Let's skip ahead 15 minutes to where the officer breaks the bad news to him, and then to where the supervisor arrives.
Where you put the front license plate on camera.
The back one.
The back license plate up on camera, and then you purposely taking it off. It doesn't look too good, man.
Well, no, I told the officer I was going to do that.
I know, but you can't. Okay.
So do you want me to put it back on, or you're already set in your decision? Because you do have discretion.
Unfortunately, I'm already set in my decision.
Already? Well, before you make any decisions, can you call the supervisor here? Because I don't know how long you've been on the job, but can you call the supervisor just so we can talk it out with another officer?
Yeah, I can.
All right, thank you for that.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
What part of I'm already set in my decision did you not understand? That Camaro is going to car jail, dude. Supervisor or no supervisor, get comfortable with it. Also, if you want to try and convince a cop to not tow your vehicle, you might want to drop the not so subtle attempts at emasculation and try not to undermine his position by demanding to speak with his superior.
Excuse me, officer, can I get your name and badge number for the record?
Do you have your license plate with you?
Yes, sir. I also have my drill just in case I need to put it back on for you.
Okay.
It's in the trunk? It's in the trunk. You want me to open it for you? There might be one inside the vehicle.
Do you remember the license plate number so I don't have to go digging through your car?
It's on the contract that I gave y'all.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Well, what page?
It's the first page. The VIN number's there.
Okay, well, my supervisor's here.
Alrighty. Hi there, officer. Can I get your name and badge number?
Badge number 824. What's going on?
The last encounter I had with this police officer, he kind of was informed of the situation. I'm challenging the constitutionality of certain statutes that compel me into a contract against my will because I'm studying the law.
I don't want to hear the RS story. Maybe for too long. You've been advised before you did insurance of the vehicle. The vehicle's not registered, so the vehicle's gonna get towed tonight. It's gonna get towed tonight.
So
anything you want to argue, you have to speak with the judge. Okay, sir? Anything you need to speak with the judge. As of right now, the vehicle's gonna get towed.
Okay.
You've been advised before. You did insurance on the vehicle, and your vehicle's not registered.
Right, but he told me I could put on the plate, and then I would be.
We're past that point. And you remove them again, as I can see, right?
I did remove the back one.
Your vehicle's gonna get towed.
Well, they're threatening to tow my vehicle. They're threatening to steal my property where I can't get it back because it has no insurance, it has no registration.
Yeah, that wasn't a threat to tow your vehicle, that was a promise. In fact, I guarantee that the tow truck is en route as we speak, and rightly so. All you've done is waste everyone's time and energy with your pseudo-legal garbage arguments. Arguments that have no place in a courtroom, let alone a parking lot. So I have absolutely no sympathy for you whatsoever, but I do hope your Camaro gets a more deserving owner in the near future. Anyway, let's skip ahead 15 minutes to where they finally get him out of the vehicle and the tow truck arrives.
Alright, man, can you step out of the car, please?
For sure, let me...
Yeah, go ahead.
So, let me get this straight. I just got water to water my plants, feed my dog, and you guys are gonna take my water, my vehicle. Actually, I need to turn the vehicle off.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
My flute. I think I have my work hat in here somewhere.
You could grab it.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to call the tow truck. The tow truck's going to take it and put it where?
I think it's
City of Hondo
Country's
impound over there?
No, I think God Country's towing is getting a hold of the vehicle.
What does that mean?
They're going to tow the vehicle.
I know, but like, where are they going to take it is what I'm saying.
I think they'll be able to get you the address. They can give you a business card. Where do you live?
Down the road.
I'll take you home, man. It's not fun for me.
Your sergeant didn't seem very competent. So, I understand you're kind of like under his will. But that guy was not... He shouldn't be in his position. I don't care who he thinks he is or how long he's been there, but he had no willingness to speak any words to me. He said, hey, you're going to speak to the judge. Obviously, because he knows he's not competent to speak with me, but it's just ridiculous. I'm going to stay here and watch the tow truck take the car because I need to make sure they're not damaging my property.
Okay.
And
do you want me to take you home?
It just really sucks because I need that water.
Good.
And
we could put the water in the back of my car, dude. We could.
Okay. If we could do that, I would really appreciate that.
I'll let you know.
But no, I mean, you know.
Well, look, man.
I'm gonna close the trunk.
Yeah, go ahead. Are we gonna? I'm going to issue the citations. Okay. I gotta pull it up real quick.
Right, so he was cited for failure to display a license plate, failure to maintain financial responsibility, and he was given a warning for expired registration because it had only recently expired. This was his second citation for no insurance, so of course he tried to claim double jeopardy. No, I am not kidding. Go watch the full 53-minute video, link in the description. But do have face palm protection at the ready. The officer put him right on that one, of course. The video playing here is part 2, which doesn't add a right lot apart from the car being pulled onto the back of the tow truck, which I know you guys will appreciate. I will just add that the officer that pulled him over offered to give him and his belongings a lift home. He rewarded that kind gesture by calling him a tyrant in the video title. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then the links to do all that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.